Hi guys, I just thought I would share another add-on called TipTac that I enjoy having. Once you get TipTac, what you want to do is when you come onto your WoW is you want to do the slash TipTac to bring it up. Once you brought it up, it's normally in the general area, and by default the anchor will be in the middle. Now what you want to do is just grab the anchor and take it to wherever you want on your screen for it to show up, and then hit anchor again. Now what TipTac does is all these right here in the general I have checked, and I leave everything else the same. But what it does is if you was to hover over somebody's character, you'll see that it will show their name, what realm they're from, what level they are, if they're male or female, what class, basically, friendly, horde, what their talent is, and so forth. When I hover over my name, it'll say what guild I'm in, what rank I am in the guild, if I'm female, male, what level, if I'm a shaman, friendly, and what spec that I'm in, which is the talent tree restoration. And the person behind me is a horde, and they are not in a guild at this moment, and they just want AFK, so it does show that. There's a lot of things I haven't messed with. As a default, I just left this checked, but I'm sure you can look at the other stuff and see if that's for your liking. Under the colors tab, I have a check mark in color guild by reaction. Other guilds are going to be like in the blue, like if I was to scroll around here, um, they might be in the blue. If you notice in the left hand corner, Voodoo is where this warrior is from, it's in the blue, as where my guild name is in the pink. I also have a check mark in color player names by class and color tip border by class. So if I highlight this Demon Hunter, you'll see the border is his color and so is his name. Just like if I put my mouse over the warrior, his is kind of like a brown color, and if it puts it over mine, mine's a dark blue. Now the reactions and the BG color I pretty much just left as default, but if you PvP and do BGs, you might want to check into the checkmark areas. Yeah, like I had mentioned, there's a lot of things I left as default on the background tab. Normally by default it will be placed on solid, but I put it on details. That's so the background comes up as more black, a blacker color. You could change the font and all that stuff. I just haven't messed with it too much. And I'm sure that you can mess with the bars, the bar texture, the font face, and so forth. I just left it as default. On bar type, I did place show mana, so that way it does show my mana underneath my health. And I also put a check mark in show energy, rage, unit power, and focus power, or focus bar. Under the auras, I made sure that I just went ahead and placed it. I unchecked put aura icon at the bottom instead of the top. I just unchecked that so that way it was at the top. And I did size it down a little bit so it wasn't so big above my boxed area. Here you could put show raid icon, faction icon, combat icon, um, the class icon. I'll put a check in combat icon, and I'm not sure when that will show up, but I'm sure it will show up once I'm in combat. There's so many things on here that you could just mess with, but I just pretty much went with the things that I thought that I would benefit from. I don't have any check marks and show item level and ID, borderless icons. Um, and if you did want to change the layout, so where you could see it like it's a see-through type ordeal, you could click on it and just lower it, you know, and make it see-through like that, if that's the case under backdrop. Or you could just bring it up just a little bit, so you can still see through it, but still see what's going on or who you're looking at and so forth. But for now, I'm going to keep mine the way it is. Like I said, I do believe TipTac is a really good add-on to have. You can check people out without actually clicking on them. You can see where they're from, what class they are, and so forth, if they're in a guild or not. There's so many more things to this add-on that I just haven't reached yet. So I hope this helps a little bit and have a great day.